Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is a superhero movie review. Now, this film is a mega low budget effort, obviously designed to sort of cash in on the Batman, character and phrases from that. Apparently it was made for $20,000, but I got to be honest with you, that it looks like it was made for less, I have to say. So the story here is apparently there are these Black Knights, and these stand back all back to medieval England, where there were kind of the Knights of the Round Table and things like that. And these Black Knights throughout the ages have spread over to America and have always been the protectors of justice. And it follows a character called Evan, who is ultimately going to be the new Black Knight, a new Black Knight, as he's sort of inducted into this secret order. There he's sort of trained by, elder members, and when a damsel in distress gets kidnapped, he sort of has to suit up and go and find and defeat the bad guys who are led by this acne-ridden, yuppie-looking bloke. And that's the plot ultimately in a nutshell. Now, let me just say, this is an extremely low-budget film. So it looks like just people messing around, trying to make a sort of coherent fan film, basically. Now, if you're looking at it from a piece of entertainment versus, what people are actually doing with the budget, how would you sort of judge a film like this? Now, I always say you can't really judge a film too harshly based on the budget, but sometimes you've just got to throw the real book in the fire, because unfortunately, this film is so amateurish. It just doesn't really form a entertaining film. If you were to buy this DVD, I severely think that people aren't going to be interested in watching. They're going to be disappointed because it is so low budget. I mean, the actual costumes and stuff they're using are literally Batman costumes bought out of the Joker shop that have been slightly modified and things like that. It has this weird opening where it doesn't seem to have a sound for a lot of the part, but you'll get the occasional gunshot and punch sound, but sometimes you won't, and sometimes people will talk and there'll be literally no sound and things like that. It's so amateur. The guy Evan, who actually ends up being the sort of later Black Knight, looks like he's just wearing a welding mask. It's just a terrible film. That the bad guys have got like animated muzzle flashes on their guns and things like that. This film is such a low budget film. I mean, it's kind of maybe worth having a look on YouTube at some clips of it just for a laugh. But seriously, I wouldn't rent it. I wouldn't buy it, even for sort of novelty value. It was pretty torturous to sit for. I've got to be honest with you. I mean, fairly you can get it obviously very cheap, but it really is just a cash grab to obviously get on the name of Batman, really. Now, the actual cover of this film kind of makes it look not too bad, I have to say. It looks fairly like it could be, a bit of fun. Don't be fooled. It really isn't. It is like an amateur. If you were just going to take some shots of someone dressed up as Batman wandering around the city, that's what it looks like. So don't bother. So 1.5 out of 10 for me on this one. Really not worth the bother. Go and check out something a little bit higher budget. Check out Black Scorpion instead if you want to have a low budget Batman ripoff. Anyway, leave me a comment if you've seen this movie, or if you're going to see it, let me know what you think. Bye for now.